Ripple has won a significant milestone in its lawsuit with the SEC following the federal judge's rule that given the agency's inability to prove to the court that the emails concerning a landmark June 2018 speech about Ethereum from one of the commission's top officials are privileged documents. Therefore, the SEC should provide those documents of the email correspondence regarding the said speech delivered by a former director of corporation finance, William Hinman, who told the audience at a Yahoo Finance Crypto Summit that Ethereum was not a security because it was decentralized. Yet the SEC has been on Ripple's case about its XRP token, which the commission claims to be securities, hence illegal since they were unregistered. We're heading down the home stretch of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. In the wake of the possible end of this lawsuit as we strut towards the finish line, we have some recent updates from one of our very own favorites in this esteemed XRP community, attorney Jeremy Hogan of Legal Briefs, giving us insight into the latest tidings in this litigation believed to determine the fate of the US crypto and, essentially, the financial system. In this particular video on YouTube, dated Friday, January 14th, Jeremy Hogan enlightened us on when he thinks this lawsuit will come to a halt. Thanks for watching Make Money Online. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a crypto Discord group where we give out calls for our favorite altcoins, and you can also win special rewards for inviting your friends to the group. Links for that are in the description, and we'll be right back after this.
GSX is an unprecedented financial asset that combines the best elements of a traditional investment with the backing of a stablecoin and the use cases of many of the largest decentralized currencies like XRP.
So following the most recent updates, we've seen both parties involved in this lawsuit filing for a joint motion to extend expert discovery until February 28th. So essentially, a bulk of that deposition to the tune of more than 8 of the 16 experts will have been wrapped up no later than the end of the week. In this letter filed on Wednesday, January 12th, both parties have requested a leave to postpone the expert discovery due to specific reasons related to travel difficulties brought about by the spike in COVID infections, mainly in New York City, where the lawsuit is being presided over, given the event of unanticipated personal matters with regards to certain expert witnesses. As such, the parties conjointly agreed to go on with the unsettled expert depositions in February if granted this request now, irrespective of the state of COVID by that time, as the entreated relief doesn't impact any other deadline in this case. And just as attorney Hogan has rightfully stated, the judge will grant this motion because it's a joint motion. The judge would be left with no option other than to agree to this motion since Ripple, who is most likely to benefit from a much quicker end date in this lawsuit, has agreed to the extension, initially scheduled to end on January 14th, all the way to February. And the obvious question you might ask is, why would Ripple agree to delay the case? Unless it is essential, given the human factor. Ripple Labs has contracted numerous lawyers, with at least one assigned to the individual defendants. XRP is on the verge of getting banned from selling on the American exchanges following the events leading up to the lawsuit. We could essentially say a delay in the settlement is most detrimental to Ripple. However, they had agreed to extend the expert discovery by almost a month and 2 weeks. Thinking about the earlier conducted hearings, which were carried remotely, stretching the discovery dates based on convenience of convergence is indeed an excuse of the highest order. You can admit that there's more to this than meets the eye. There is more at play here. But there are a couple of possibilities. First, as hinted by Jeremy Hogan, could it be possible that only 8 of the 16 depositions had taken place? In contrast, they were supposed to have finished up at least 90% before the earlier allotted end date of the expert discovery, which was set to January 14th, a week ago. The Ripple team had already accepted that extra time would be required, seeing as there has already been an altercation in the timeline long before now. So now the SEC knows this, approaches the Ripple Council with the proposition to extend. The defendants had no choice but to accept, and so would the judge. And given that this isn't the typical case of being behind schedule by only one additional deposition, but probably a dozen others, requesting an extension of the end date was a natural course of action. That said, what this means for when the case will end, and when we should essentially expect to hear from the SEC regarding their exact bitterness against Ripple Labs and its XRP coin, is SEC. Since we've not had the privilege of being privy to the innermost happenings in this case over the past month or so, we know that this is beginning to feel like a pattern, considering this delay is the third in a row throughout the development in the lawsuit's lifecycle. Seeing as the fact discovery was shifted from July 2nd and the expert discovery from August 16th further by 60 days, we could attest that both parties would want to get it done and over with quickly and correctly. So when exactly is this lawsuit going to come to an end? And if the judge presiding over the expert discovery had granted Ripple access to the SEC's Hinman Ethereum speech, although the former SEC official had declared Ethereum is not a security, and afterward he and the SEC admitted that agency staff discussed his speech, It appears that this speech was merely peripheral to actual policy formation and not an essential link in the SEC's deliberative process concerning Ether. As a result, these emails concerning the speech or draft versions as requested by the Ripple Council in court are neither pre-decisional nor deliberative agency documents entitled to protection. Accordingly, Judge Sarah Netburn's ruling for the SEC to release these otherwise privileged documents will provide Ripple with new ammo to use both in its legal opposition and in the court of public opinion, where many onlookers who have come to deem this lawsuit as the cryptocurrency trial of the century, especially those of the crypto industry who believe the SEC has been unduly harsh on the company. However, the ruling is only a procedural one and doesn't have a bearing on the more significant issue in the case, which revolves around whether or not XRP is a security. Well, according to Jeremy Hogan, Judge Annalisa Torres, the presiding judge over the SEC versus Ripple case, in a scheduling order from another case in 2019, which the same judge had presided over, so should the judge enter into a similar briefing schedule, which takes no less than 5 months to mature, that could push the case till the end of July before the judge gets the lawsuit to make a decision. At the same time, the decision is going to take some time, and that puts us out to August or September 2022. Essentially, the Ripple versus SEC case will not be decided judicially until at least August 2022. At least that's what Jeremy Hogan thinks. Meanwhile, just as we wait for the lawsuit to settle appropriately, we could as well make good use of that waiting time. And by that, I mean investing with a trading bot that would help you earn some passive income on the side. Sign up on the Lagoon Autobot trading Telegram channel, link to that in the description section below, and choose from the list of packages. This program suits your investment portfolio and corresponding profit-sharing option, which opens you access to earn between 50 to 150% profits each month. What's more, the first 500 registrants get a bonus on the profit-sharing options. So check out the link to the Lagoon Telegram channel in the description section below and sign up if you can't wait to start making those profits. Hurry up and sign up now before the launch of this automated trading bot, and we'll be trading on gold for 4 days a week, with an average profit propensity for investors ranging between 2% daily and 50 to 150% monthly. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on bell notifications. Also, make sure you check out the GSX competition for your chance to win big. Links are below, and if you have any questions, drop us a comment. We'll see you next time.
Hollywood carset. That's how it goes. Hollywood carset.